Okay, so we have a raw data like this, right? And we got to put it into this expect outcome, right? So, um, how can we do this, right? So, I mean, we can do one by one, right? We can just say that copy and then just right click and do a transpose and then copy this and do a transpose, right? So, you can do this one by one, right? And there's really a lot, right, of them, right? So, so how can we do this, right? So simple, right? So let's see. So I'm just clearing this here. Okay. The way to do that is that we turn it into a Power Query, right? So we head to Data tab, and then we go to the From Table range. Okay, and then all right. So basically, it's like this right now. We got to remove this empty row, right? So to remove this empty row, right, we go to choose here and go to the unchecked now item. So there we go, right? And then the next thing is that, well, I guess we don't need this. Oh yeah, we can just promote this item to the top, right? So where is it here? Oh no, not really, right? So, well, basically I can just remove this item as well. I remove the top rows, top one rows. Okay, then finally I can just highlight all of these, go to transform, and then choose pivot column, all of them, right? So as you can see that that's one of the leads, right? And then now I just simply just right click on this column that I don't need, just remove, and we go home tab, choose the close and load, and choose close and load too. So it will pop up this, right? So I can just choose item right here, and there you go, right? So that is how easy to turn this from here to here, right, without copy and paste. Okay, that is the first one. Right now let's see the, so after we that was last week case study, right? So now we'll look at this here, right? Oh, this is much more, right? So what you see just now is a powerful, right? So now the one is that it has actually multiple side, right? So one side we call it A, the other is B, right? It's like a cube, right? A, B, C, like that, right? So now the A side is like this, and then B. Now we're going to turn it into this, right? So how? So it's not only counting just how many items, right? It's also separate by these two, right? So how to do this, right? So again, right? I can turn it into a Power Query, right? So go to Data tab, and then choose from table range, and make sure that you don't use the my tables as header, right? And then click OK. So again, we go into the Power Query. All right. Oh yeah, can't do this here, right? So let's close that first, right? This card. Okay, because the, okay, go back to table, right? So it's a good way to know how to convert this table back to normal, right? So yeah, so we don't need this, right? So go to the clear all. Okay, so basically we're gonna highlight the whole list here because there are empty rows. That's why we need to highlight that, and then go to table range. Make sure my table has headers unchecked, right? And then just click OK. So it should include all of the item there. Yeah, as you can see, it's include all item. Well, again, right, we got to remove the now item. So you can see that here. Now, one step that is different from the previous one is that we go to the transform step and then click transpose, right? So transpose. Let's see if that works. All right, you can see that here it's now transposing it. You see that here? See 110 part A, and then we have this here. So take a closer look how the transpose work, right? So 101, like P1, P03, right? P01, right? So it's like horizontal become vertical, right? Horizontal become vertical, horizontal become vertical, correct? Horizontal vertical, right? So for every single row that do a transpose. Now the next thing is that we go to select the whole two column here and see we can fill down, right? Fill down, get fill down. Okay, so once you got this, right, so we can say that we will give it a name, right? So here we call it the side. Okay, here we call it a part, and here we can call it other things you want, right? So now once you're done, select all these column here, right, which is also represent the four level here. Okay, so then you go to just like previously done, we just choose unpivot column. All right, so the attribute is not needed, so you can just right click and remove. As for these, right, we are now separate into two, right? So now we go to home, group by, and we're going to choose the advanced, right? So we're going to group by first the site, then we group by the part, and then we can count the rows they have on this on the value column, right? So because we already group by this and then group by that, right? So just go for okay. And we should get this here, right? So then close. We can choose close and close a little to and go to table, yes, existing, and we click on somewhere here, okay, and let's change this here to part B, right? Part B. So it's part B, okay, and right click, refresh. Yeah, as you can see that, hey, I forgot to group by that the value as well, right? So let's just go back to the Powerquery, right? And then just double click the group by. It's good that you learn how to add in a group, right? So it has to be the value as well. So then you click OK. All right, so we are the part A, probably 6 of them, and yeah, there you go. So you can see that here. Okay, so then close and load. Yeah, you can't change it because there is a data right here. So I'm going to insert some row and just insert, insert. See, can I just insert? Yeah, insert a few column here, right? So let's do right click, refresh again one more time. We still can't, huh? Why? Oh, use the field list to change that. If you are trying to insert it, delete that here. Alright, you can't, right? So there isn't much thing here. But let's just see if that's the case, right? We just move it somewhere. If still cannot, we'll move it to a different worksheet then, right? So just refresh it. Alright. So let's take a look at this here, right? So isn't that we're getting the value of 101? What is that? Part A and part B, right? So now we can go to table design, summarize value, existing. Let's put here. Okay, so we have the part, and then we have the count. Count just right here, not much. Okay. So value is that here. There's not much right part here. I'm gonna go to the side. Okay, so part A and part B, right? So very similar to that, right? So we can just right click here, change it to remove grand total, right? So yeah, that could be one of the things that we can change it to. So let's just change it. Let's just add one more. Right click and refresh. And you should be getting a different number in that. So it's a PL04. Right? So let's just change one more. Right? PL04. Right click refresh. I should be getting 04. I can see that here. Yeah. So same goes with here. Gotta refresh it, right? In order to get the right number, right? So it's still, oh yeah, it's still 12, right? Because number, the number of blocks here remains the same, right? So yeah, it's still 12 items. It's just that it's a different part, right? Different items, right? To for different parts. Okay, so yep, that's it. Thanks for watching, right? So the other things that you want to know is that how many items. Let's say I want to know is 112, and then this is a part A, right? And then I just want to know what is that one value for this, right? For all these three, right? So I can use the sum if to achieve that. So it's sum with S, right? So I can just select this item here, right? Give you the table name, right? Then comma, and we'll look at this here, then comma, we'll look at this, comma, enter comma, like this, comma, and enter, right? We got 0. Oh no, that's not quite true, right? Oh yeah, because there is a A there. There's a A. All right. So part A, right? PR06, right? So this is using the sum if and to achieve that, right? So if you are doing it not in a pure table, but you need to plug it into another report, right? So you can use the sum if function. And thanks for watching. So in this video, right, you just learn how to use the Powerquery to do the simple transformation from here to here. And the other is that if it's a more complex one, right, and more real world, right, so it will be something like this, right? So how do you turn this, right? So without using Power Query, there will be a manual step, right? So, and well, yeah, there are people who are doing this currently using the copy and paste method, right? So it's a real case study, right? Hope that you learn useful. Thank you.